Wizard Weekly News. I'm Allie, Henson.
And I'm Preslee. Thanks for joining us. Allie, did you know that there are only 5 more Mondays in the school year?
No way, are you for real?
Yeah, dude, isn't that whack?
Want to know what else is whack?
What?
4 members of the robotics team are going to Kenya this summer. Emma Younger, Alyssa Harris, as well as Jackson and Caleb Hart will be going to Kenya this summer to teach students how to create solar panel charging stations in rural villages so the villagers can charge their cell phones and students can study at night.
That's so exciting. Let's hear more from Mr. Klein on their upcoming trip.
While most Kenyans have cell phone service, in this particular part of Kenya, there's absolutely no electrical grid. Okay. So if you can imagine trying to use a phone without having electricity, it gets difficult to charge it. And the solution that they basically have is they have to walk a very long time or go, when they're at the market, there are stores that will sell time charging an electronics device.
Okay.
So, you know, and for example, for us in one of the little areas nearby, it costs 50 cents to charge a phone. For us, we wouldn't even think about that, but when you're living in an economy where rural Kenyans make maybe $5,000 a year at most, the 50 cents is a lot more imposing.
Yeah, for sure.
And the other thing that the problem without having electricity is that there's no lights at night unless you can use a kerosene lamp.
Okay.
And kerosene lamps are pretty bad as far as fumes go. So if mom and dad have a business and they want to do the books at night, that's their alternative for light. If the kids want to study at night, want to read for school, that's basically the only option.
Okay.
So the solution that these guys are trying to come up with is how do we provide something that is affordable, that will charge a phone for a few hours a day and charge a battery enough such that at night they'll have 3 or 4 hours of light to work under. So it's not a real complex problem, and there are a lot of products that you can get, but they're in the range of $250 to $300, which is far more than what they can afford. So these guys are working with the engineering school at CSU to try to come up with a solution that is made from local products, batteries and solar cells that we can find in Kenya, that can get down to about $40 to $45 per house. And we think we can do that, and that's for the next month and a half. That is what we are working on doing before we leave to go to Kenya.
The members of the robotics team volunteered for this incredible opportunity and are certainly looking forward to going on the trip and improving the lives of those half a world away.
The first 2 days we're there, we're going to go to the Maasai village and talk with people and give them solar panels that can light a light bulb and charge a phone. And then after that, we'll be going to the schools and teaching them. We're going to go to 7 schools and we're going to teach them how to make the Arduino robots. I'm very excited, yeah. I've never been out of country before, so it's going to be a big shock.
Yeah, no
big
doubt.
transition, yeah. It's going to be very different, I know. Like there's a lot of bartering and it's just it's not as advanced as we are, so it's just going to be a lot of learning about how these type of people live.
In order to accomplish their goal of teaching Kenyan students how to build these solar-powered charging stations, the team will need to raise money for parts to take with them.
Each charging station will cost only $45, and over the next couple of weeks, the Social Studies Department will be conducting a change drive in hopes of raising $2,500 to buy solar panels and electrical parts to build several charging stations for the people of Kenya.
Finally, today we had the FBLA club who attended their state conference, and they did an outstanding job representing themselves as well as the Wizard Nation.
We would first like to focus on FBLA, who had 10 members attend the state leadership conference at the Gaylord Rockies Hotel and Convention Center. They all competed in tests or in a live event that they qualified previously for at the district conference.
Out of 10 kids that went, we had 4. That's right, 4 qualified to go to nationals in San Antonio in June.
Kendall Gustafson, Zach Liley, Kellen Kappel, and me, Allie Henson, all earned a spot to represent Colorado FBLA at nationals.
Allison Henson, my buddy, got 2nd place, and Kellen Kappel got 4th place in their events. A big congratulations to all who attended the state leadership conference. Good job making Wizard Nation proud.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of the Wizard Weekly News. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.